Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Caskey and I will be your librarian this year. I'm super excited to meet each and every one of you and to share in the learning with you. The library's changed a little bit, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to give you a tour of the new and improved library for Miles Avenue. Should we go? Okay. Welcome to the library. Let's go in. You're going to notice some changes right away when you walk in the door. The first thing you might notice is, dun da da da, there's a checkout counter. There's no desk. There's a super cool checkout counter. And it has a lot of really neat sayings on it. Things for you to remember like, enjoy the adventure, be awesome, make a difference, never give up, and learn something new. I'll let you read all the other ones. The whiteboard is the same. I thought that would be kind of nice to show you. But as we move away from the whiteboard, you're going to see we have some new things in the library. One thing is a Lego table. This is a Lego table that I built this summer, and this is a great center activity. Sorry about my finger in there. This is a great center activity, and when we have design contests and challenges, this will be a great tool to use. We also have this cool thing that holds our hand sanitizer. This is called a library catalog. Did you know when I went to school, when I was your age, all the records for every book were on a piece of paper? And they were held in these little drawers. And you had to pull the drawer out and flip through the pages until you found the book you were looking for on the paper, and it would tell you where it was in the library. And then you had to go find it. It was so hard. And almost the entire library class was spent looking in the catalog and then trying to find a book. I'm so glad it's not that way this year anymore, because you have more time to learn and do fun, cool activities. I've moved a bookshelf, just so you're aware. This shelf is that shelf that used to be over by checkout, and it's all of those Junie B. Jones and Magic Tree House and those kinds of quick read chapter books. All right, let's move across the room. And I bet you can't tell what section's coming up. You're right, it's the fiction section. And the fiction section now has signs for each letter of the alphabet. So it should be a little faster for you to find the book that you're looking for. Remember, all you need to know is the last name of the author. And then these books are in alphabetical order by the author's last name. So if you look on this shelf right here, you can see the authors start with A and then B, and they go on all the way. But I did something a little different this year. You tell me what you think of this. Up on the very top shelf are those chapter books that are parts of series that take a fairly long time to read. And they're also pretty difficult to read. There's some pretty heavy concepts in these books. And so these are going to be put up here on this shelf, and they are in alphabetical order by author, but they're kind of pulled away from the regular shelves. And then also, look right here, I've pulled a couple other series. So here are the 39 Clues. There are the Spirit Animals. What else have we got? The Horse Diaries, the I Survived series, and then the Dear America series. Now, you might say, Mrs. Caskey, why wouldn't you pull blank series out for us to find really easily? That would be a great suggestion, and let me tell you, I am open for that. If you have some ideas of ways that you want the books to be highlighted, like pulling a specific series, I'm all ears. All right. The water fountain's now off limits. We have to have our water bottles with us. And now I'm going to show you this. This is, and I'm kind of zooming in a little bit, sorry. This is our nonfiction section. And our nonfiction section has a couple special areas as well. Remember the who, are, who was, what is, where is. Well, I've pulled those and put them on their own shelves. And then I've also taken the graphic novels and given them their own space because those are so popular. Why not pull them aside? And then, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm going to go in front of the camera for a second because this is so exciting for me. I just want to show you this. We have some really cool books, and I'm going to pull a couple of them. We have some really cool books that have AV connections. What that means is we can actually go online and find activities and more information about what's inside this book. How important do you think vote is this year? Oh my goodness, I think it's super important. And then we also have these really cool eye openers, and these pair with a tool that I use all the time called DK Find Out. So I think pulling these and making a special spot for them was a good idea. You might not think so, but I think so. Okay, moving on along, we are in the nonfiction section. Otherwise, the nonfiction section is just like it was. It might look a little cleaner. It might look like there are a few less books, because honestly what I did is I went through and I said, oh, this book hasn't been read by anybody for years. Let's get rid of it. Here's a new thing. I call the section with the picture books Everyone. So this is the Everyone section, and it's just like the fiction section. And again, I'm going to set the camera down. It's just like the fiction section. It's in alphabetical order by the author's last name. And nothing has changed as far as the call number is concerned. It's still E, but E stands for everyone because everyone can read picture books. Picture books are amazing, and you can learn so much, and you can enjoy reading if you read a picture book. So the E is everyone. All right. I think that's the end of our tour. That's pretty much, oh, that's my messy behind my desk. I shouldn't show you that, should I? I think we've pretty much taken a full tour of the library. The only thing that I would maybe just do this is turn this way and show you that all the chairs on the table are facing the same way. And that's just something we need to do now to make sure that we're not breathing on each other as much as possible. So I think it's going to work out really well. I'm really liking it, and I hope you do too. So that was a quick tour of the library. I hope you're as excited as I am to come in and use this space. I wanted to tell you really quickly a little bit about myself. I promise I won't take very long. The first thing that I wanted to tell you is I love technology, and I love using technology to learn and to teach. So in library, we'll be using a lot of technology this year. I hope I can learn some things from you, and you can learn some things from me. I wanted to tell you the 3 words that I use every day in my life. I'll start with respect. I think it's so important to respect myself. And what I mean by that is I need to be the best me that I can possibly be. So I'm going to ask you to respect yourself. I think it's also important to respect others. So don't mess with other people's stuff. Be kind. Help people when they need help. Smile. Even smile with your eyes if we can't see your face, right? If we can't see your mouth. I think it's super important to be respectful towards others. And then finally, respect everything else. Respect the stuff. Like, I think it's important if I see litter to pick up litter. I think it's important to throw things away. If I use them and they're done and they need to go in the garbage, I need to throw them away. I also think it's important to be very careful with things that are not mine. So if I'm borrowing things like books, or technology, or Legos, then I want to treat those very carefully because they don't belong to me. If we don't respect stuff, then we don't have the stuff to use, and that's kind of sad, so let's respect the stuff. The second word is responsibility, and responsibility, I think, goes hand in hand with the word integrity. Integrity means doing the right thing even when nobody is watching you. I think when you're doing something and you're thinking, is this the right thing? It's not, is this the right thing because I'm going to get a reward, or is this the right thing because I don't want to get into trouble? It's, is this the right thing? Period. That's what integrity is. And that goes right along with responsibility. Responsibility means doing what you're supposed to be doing. If an adult tells you to do something, you do it. If you have an assignment, you work on your assignment. That's responsibility. Take responsibility, right? My final word is safety. I think it's super important that we keep ourselves and each other safe. And we can do that by treating the library like a library, not a playground. So in the library, we use voices that are appropriate. We use body movements and language that are appropriate. We also make sure we keep our hands and our feet to ourselves. It's so important that I keep you safe. And if you can't hear my voice, or if you're not paying attention to my instructions, I can't keep you safe. And that's part of my job. I'm here to teach you and learn with you and keep you safe. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video with a little quick tour of the library, and I can't wait to meet you guys. It's going to be such an exciting year. Thank you for your time.